Well, hey there, Bright Light, and welcome to this week's episode of Urban Shamanism with me, Steffi Funk, where I give you the sacred energy tools for an extraordinary life in the concrete jungle. And this week we are in episode number 5 of our 12-part video series, The 12 Universal Laws of Divine Purpose, where I am sharing with you universal laws as sure as gravity that you can rely on for both clarifying and manifesting your divine purpose, so you can work with the flow of the universe instead of against it. With that, let's dive right into today's episode, which is the 5th law of divine purpose. So, if you've ever thought to yourself, I know what I would love to do, but how could I possibly make money doing that? Then this law is for you, because it's all about surefire abundance. Intrigued? Good. Then today I promise to tell you what this super juicy 5th law is, where you might get stuck, and finally a weekly inner shaman practice that will allow you to energetically use this law to your advantage. With that, here's the 5th law. Your divine purpose always leads to freedom and abundance. Here's what this means. If you remember, the 3rd law is that your divine purpose always leverages your joy, and the 4th law is that your joy is always your greatest service to the world. So here's the magic of the 5th law. Your joy always leads to abundance and freedom. Isn't that a relief? You don't have to slave away for years doing something you hate to be able to provide avalanches of abundance for yourself. Due to the greater laws of divine compensation and the law of reciprocity, you can rest assured that when you are in your service, which is your joy, abundance will flow to you as sure as night follows day. But here's where you might get stuck. You can't do it for abundance. This only works when you do the work you are called to do simply for the joy of it. When you create simply for the sake of creating and stay out of the results business. If you start getting all fear-based and attached to results and outcomes or who's gonna like your shit, you're dead in the water. Because the universe doesn't respond to desperation. Remember, the universe has your back. That which you desire is exactly what you are meant to have. And if you've been inspired with it, you've also been given the means with which to create it. So just show up each day and do just the work that is yours to do. To honor the muse of joy, that impulse inside you that must be expressed. And don't let the fear dragons take you out. Do you have what you need just for today? Perfect. Trust that the same will be true of tomorrow. In fact, the more you trust in this law, the more the abundance is able to flow. It's a fallacy that abundance and service can't coexist. In fact, one begets the other. Service leads to abundance, and abundance leads to a greater ability to serve. The universe wants you to be abundant. Due to that other great universal law, the law of attraction, it's only your fear of not being provided for that makes you repel the very thing you want. I promise. I am doing the work that I was called to do, that most people would have said is a little irrational, and I am providing well for my family. And it's opened the space for me to take a nap when I need to, which incidentally I just woke up from, and move part-time to Costa Rica, which are both my definition of freedom. But you have to trust perfect divine timing. So here's your weekly inner shaman practice. Each morning, drop a grounding cord from your root chakra down into Mother Earth. Have it connect into her sacred heart center. Say good morning. And then feel her loving mother energy return back up the grounding cord into your root chakra, clearing out the fear that has had you in survival mode. Notice how much she protects you, cares for you, supports you, nourishes you, provides for you. You are so taken care of. Allow that to be the energy you start each day with, a full cup that gets to spill over into your life. And then keep showing up and doing the work you are inspired to do. You'll see, it's ordained. So here's what you learned today. 1, the 5th law of divine purpose, which is your divine purpose always leads to freedom and abundance. 2, where you might get stuck with it, and 3, how to work with it energetically using this week's inner shaman practice. Now take action. Download your cheat sheet, The 12 Universal Laws of Divine Purpose, at steffyfunk.com/divine purpose laws. I've also included the link for you below. If you don't see it, let me know and I'll get it to you. Then let me know in the comments. How does it feel connecting to your abundance in this way? And how does this free you to follow your dreams? Yay for sticking with me this far, and you definitely won't want to miss next week's episode of Urban Shamanism and the 6th super juicy universal law of divine purpose, which is going to free you from analysis paralysis and having to have it all figured out before you get moving. See you then.